guidelines which was also mirrored by the CEO of ICAP, that these funds and future funds will be given out irrespective of race or religion, humanity as our main objective. We don't care if you are a Malay, Chinese, Indian, Eurasian, East Malaysian, or foreigner, married or local. We are not racist. And most of the recipients who will receive between 500 to 1,000 each are here today with a smile that there are well-meaning individuals and organizations who wish to see us enjoy a decent standard of living. What we musicians give to society is love. Right now, love is what is most needed in our society. So please spread the word to other corporations to come out and support this initiative. Lend a helping hand so that we can continue to help many others. This is the start, and it has inspired us to look for more corporations to help us. I would like to acknowledge with humble gratitude the support of ICAP, Sundar Berhad, Malaysia Sundar Berhad, the General Manager of Hard Rock Cafe, Mr. Ranjit Singh. There's also Mr. Gerard Pereira, who's on the way here. He's also given us something to help out with the buffet, and an anonymous sponsor. We hope news of this generosity will reach corporations and maybe even captains of industry who love music. We hope they will extend a helping hand to make our worthy cause of Lend a Helping Hand workable and meaningful. I would like to end my speech with a verse from Lend a Helping Hand by Leonard Skinner. Would you see somebody who's down and out? When you see somebody down and out, lend a helping hand. Lend a helping hand if you can. Do it if you can, because we musicians need it. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Happy New Year and God bless.
Thank you very much, Jude. Another round of applause, please. Loud and clear. There you go. We're here to lend a helping hand, and I think without further ado, I would like to invite the president of Karyawan to come up and say a few words. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Dato' Freddy Fernandez. Dato', both mics used already. You want me to spray it down? Okay, hang on. Can I? Hey, don't worry, quick one.
I trust Jude.
Yeah, but you sure?
You haven't been anywhere that you shouldn't be, right?
You sure? I could do a quick spray.
Just to show that we're going through it.
Yes.
Okay, after that speech, I feel very overwhelmed a bit, and I didn't know Jude was such a good orator. A big hand for Jude. He's a potential president of Karyawan. Okay, anyway, good evening to everyone, especially to Lynn from ICAP, Malaysia Sundar Berhad. Thank you so much. A big hand again for Lynn, without whom we would not be here. And also for Denny Singh for making it possible and arranging it with Lynn. And also Jude and Jerry and the rest of the gang for putting their heads together, especially Frankie De Cruz, who's a wonderful stalwart and supporter of Malaysian musicians. And he's been supporting us in every way possible, to a point where sometimes he gets into trouble, but he's still there and he's always there. It's nice to see all of you, especially my old sessionist, Colin Jensen, who, unfortunately I'm not involved in music production anymore, but doing other businesses. But I still hold very dear to my heart my music career, which carried me through many, many years, starting off with Dewan Bahasa dan Pustaka, before there was even a nightclub in KL. That's how old I am. And we used to enjoy our functions in Dewan Bahasa, except for carrying the instruments up the stairs because they didn't have a lift. So that was a really tough time for us. Not before the function, but after, because it's a little bit harder after a few beers. So we really struggled. But it was good fun, good old days. We had bands like the Falcons, Illusion Revival, Ages, Mushroom Alice. And I'm so happy that I was able to witness all those bands. And actually, they were tremendous bands. We didn't have any fancy sound systems, lighting systems, nothing. You know, it was a dark stage. You could hardly see who was on stage. There was also one band called Owl something. Stephen J's brother, what's his name? Mervin, yeah, Mervin J. Yatlaka. Owl Status, right? Yeah, he was outstanding on the guitar. He was called the Jimi Hendrix of Malaysia. So I went through that, then I went through the club scene, playing gigs at Glass Bubble, Region Club, and so on. And you know, it's been the most enjoyable part of my life, being in a band and practicing, working out harmonies and arranging instruments and vocals. And it's something that you all are still doing, so I take my hat off to you because you're doing what you love, and it's something that, you know, nobody can ever replace. When you are a musician, you are given a gift from God, and you're making the most of it to make a living. But unfortunately, in the last 9 months or so, or last year or so actually, or most of you have been facing hardships, and we've tried our very best to help out wherever possible. Got a little bit of help from Finance and Ministry of Culture, but it's all very measly sums, not even the sum that we're getting from ICAP today. So, because there are so many associations, you know, in Ministry of Culture there are 37 associations, so they give 10,000 to each association. There's already $370,000 gone. So it's a bit of a problem for us when we're so divided with so many associations handling our artists, and they take us as just one of the associations. Whereas actually Karyawan has planned to become the association that looks after everyone in the industry, not only the musicians but also the recording artists. No, I'm fighting for royalties because everybody's got problems. Everyone has got issues. Everyone needs help, and we just try and help wherever we can. And I'm so glad that you guys have come back into Karyawan. There was a bit of a bit of a split in the early 2000s when a group of club musicians pulled out of Karyawan. They say they don't want Karyawan to represent the other artists, recording artists, actors, all that. You know, if you represent them, then we are pulling out. So as a result of that, it became a bit difficult for us to represent the club artists. Although many more club artists who were not part of the group continued to come and join us, and we have a big club division already. But I'm glad to see that those of you who started Karyawan together with us as an association, many of you are back in the fold, and we promise that with Jude and a very good and formidable leadership that we have in the club division and pub division, we should be able to do many more good things. In my time during the Musicians Union days, we did Top of the Pubs, we did 35 music fests, if you can believe it. And I think I lost $100 to Jude because I bet with him that his country music fest would not end before midnight. And I'm one for very much discipline and ending a function on time. And he had like about 15 bands playing, and he started at 9. So I don't know how he did it. And I bet him $100. I told him, Jude, $100 you're not going to finish before 12. He said, okay, on. And then I finished at 11:30. So I lost $100. Anyway, well done, Jude. A big hand for Jude. He's $100 richer because of me, you know. Anyway, we're very glad to be here today. We have a lovely function. We have a very generous donor who has come forward to help. And I hope there will be many more such corporate donors coming forward. And I've already spoken to the Ministry of Health about reviewing the SOPs for musicians, allowing the musicians to perform. Of course, everybody's on leave for the last 2 weeks, so we haven't got an answer yet, but I intend to pursue that very vigorously after this to allow clubs to open again and to allow live musicians to be able to perform. Because that's the advantage of Karyawan. You have more access to the government when you represent the big names in the industry and you're representing a wide spectrum of artists. If you just represent the small segment, then they don't pay too much attention. but because I represent almost everyone in the industry, when I speak, I get a little bit of attention, a little bit, only a little bit more, but it helps. Any little bit helps. And we are going to pursue that. And we're also part of FINAS. We are a recognized association under FINAS, which you couldn't also get with a musicians association, because we represent the film actors and directors and workers. We also have access to FINAS. And FINAS is now looking at assisting the music industry as well. So we have a special division under the Ministry of Communications, which has set up a music division. And they are looking at how to help the music industry, and they are the ones who arranged the meeting with the Ministry of Health. So we're doing as much as we can, and I hope Vishnu will believe me that we're doing our very best, and we haven't been barking up the wrong tree. Every time we bark up the wrong tree, we find out that it was wrong, and we go and bark up the right tree. So there's a lot of confusion. There's the Ministry of Culture, which is also representing musicians. There's the Ministry of Communications, which is representing musicians. There's the Ministry of Domestic Trade, which looks after royalties. And then there's the Ministry of Finance, which is giving out money to people like Chandana without knowing what they do. So we have a big problem of communication and also coordination among all the various disciplines. But we're doing our best. We're trying to communicate with everyone, trying to get the real picture across. We're trying to establish the real problems that we're facing in the industry and make them realize that, it's not only the general public out there, but also musicians and many patrons of clubs would like to have live music back on stage. So it's not only the musicians who want to work, but the patrons as well. So I don't want to talk too long, but I think it's something that we're working on very, very seriously, and I think Jude and his committee are doing a wonderful job. And it's great to see all of you here today. Vernon Steele is here, Colin, of course, Claire, Aggie, my long friend from when I first joined the Revolvers at the age of 18. I think she was 2 years old at the time, right? Because you look only 50 now. So you can't be older than that. Anyway, and Michelle and everybody else, thank you all for coming here today. And one more time, a big round of applause for Jude and his Daily Jude, ICAP and the gang. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Dato'. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, before we get started this afternoon, just to let you know that the buffet line is already ready, set to go. There are some SOPs that need to be followed. So if you're hungry, make sure there's only 4 people at any one time at the buffet line. And physical distancing is a must. Okay? Rules from the hotel. Thank you very much. Now let's invite this very special person who I think traveled a long way to get here this afternoon. I'd like to invite up to the floor, Lynn from ICAP Malaysia, Surian Berhad. Give Lynn a round of applause. She represents ICAP Malaysia and she will be giving out the first batches of the check this afternoon. Come on up, Lynn. So I heard you traveled all the way from Ipoh. Oh, this is your short break. We run to Ipoh for a break, she runs to KL for a break. Fantastic, Lynn. As I call out the name, you just present the checks. Photographers all ready? Okay, I'm still trying to find my one.
Pero naka-private lang. Isa-save ko lang. Mamaya ko re-record.
Alright, our first recipient this afternoon, Muhammad Rizli. Come on up, Muhammad Rizli. Give him a round of applause. Tepuk lah, kuat sikit. Alamak. Where's Victor? Victor, come on up.
Yeah, Victor. President kan.
Once you've received your checks, please go to the back where you registered just now to sign the voucher. Thank you. Helmi ID. Either you guys are lacking beers or food. No energy. Intan Bajuri. Mark Renesh. Mark, stand in line, huh? Let him take a picture first. Hang on, Mark. Natanggal gambar. Alright, come on up, Mark Renesh. Hey, take picture. One picture. Oh, okay. Ellen G. Badrul Hisham. Where's Badrul? There, all the way from the back. Catherine Suyo. Hope I got your name right. I did. We need a picture. Claire Roselles. Riza Abdullah John. Hey, why y'all never clap? Loud, clap. How do you remind me to clap? Ice. The name she goes by. Thank you, Ice. Thank you so much, Lynn. Oh, okay, sure. Now we would like to invite Jude Singo, to come and please present the rest of the checks. And then we'll have a group shot, a photo op. Okay, so the next name, Johan Chong. Thank you, Dato, for clapping. Vernon Steele. Michelle Lawrence. Angie Pereira. They are all getting lazy to clap already. Every 3 minutes I'll say tepuk. Ethan Singo. Please sign the vouchers after you've received your checks. Angie and everyone who's not signed the vouchers at the reception where you registered when you came in earlier. Alright, Stephen J. Adam Yong Abdullah. Mazli bin Hassan. Mazli is not here? Okay. Nur Haslina, Sally. All right, Jude, thank you very much. I'm also going to read out the names of the recipients who are not here this afternoon. You have Hazik Abdullah, Muhammad, Hafiq, you have Surya, you have Rishal, Muhammad, Raphael, you also have Louisa Lee May, Ong Tai Swan, Latifa, Rodney Steele, you have Bennett Paul, Elvin, and Chester. So all these musicians and singers will receive their checks, I think via mail, alright? We'll bank it in. Now ladies and gentlemen, can I have Dato together with Jude and Lynn, Danny, yes, to come to the front for a photo, a quick photo op please. I was trying to figure out how do I get everyone in after this, right? Can we? Yeah? But just try and pretend that there's some distance lah. Because nanti keluar surat gambar.
I forgot one thing. Big hand for our MC for today.
Thank you very much.
You did this free of charge. You did charge us 20,000.
No lah, that's a bit.
Slightly less. Okay, can we have all the musicians up on stage, please? Those who received the checks, please come up.
Just go up to the stage.
The ladies can be down here with us, so don't worry. The guys, please get up on stage where you belong.
Yeah, you have to, no social distancing this one. Yes, the rest of the recipients, oh, you're still, okay. Yeah, can we have you first, then register later? So we have all of you on stage. Then you can register while you're having your refreshments. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, also just to let you know that we had a very last minute donor who donated 1,000 ringgit. I want you all to give this gentleman a round of applause, Mr. Gerard Pereira. Gerard, there's the handsome gentleman at the bar. Okay, we also like to welcome the Chief Operating Officer of ICAP Malaysia Sdn Bhd, Mr. Gulam. Who's finally made it? Would you like to be the... Okay. Earlier, are you feeling better now, sir? Yeah, I think he is. Okay, guys, big smiles for you, no point. Just squint your eyes. Just squint your eyes. I guess, yeah. Please don't print this in any... Alright, thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, if you've not signed your vouchers for your check, please do that now. Refreshments are ready as well. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, while you're getting your refreshments, I think Mark Renesh has requested to come up here and share something with us. You want to share now, or you want to wait for a while? You want to wait for a while? Okay. I'll let you have your drink first.
Say hi, everybody.
Don't have an income.
Yeah. Happy New Year.
So
Hi,
that's because I'm in the committee, so they.
Mr. Colin Johnson in the house.
No, the thing is,
Hey, baby. You want to talk? How far?
we are little.
Okay, that's done. Mostly didn't Yeah, is that you might chocolate?
It's already. This is Ice. Say hi. Yeah, Merry Christmas. Say hi, Danny. Well done. Nice, bro. Amen, Mark. Oh, food here. This one. Say hi. Mr. Alvin, say hi to my vlog.
It's under something like it's like studio standard. It's like no, this for music for doing recording. You want use the headset, you use the earpiece. But the sound will be unbelievable. Under something. But the for the more flat response, the bass